Do re mi po so la. 5:25 in the AM. We are back in the Illuvian room. The Illuvian room. The magic of mirrors. A Navaran landscape. I'm sure that room will open up later. Let's drink that in. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. We got going on. Let's go check in with Emmerich. Old man Emmerich. Professor Emeritus? Emeritus. Emmerich. Look at that skull. Death becomes y'all. Big don't fold y'all. Shooting phrases that'll thrill you. You're nobody till somebody kills you. You could be the shit, have the biggest car, have the biggest dick, but you ain't worth spit. Once that wig gets split. What's his name? Used to drive the Champagne Cherry Lane. I don't know, light-skinned Jermaine. See what I mean? You're nobody till somebody kills you. Shout out to Notorious Big. Alright. We got a telescope. Look at all them books. Nice fireplace. Real homie. Real homie.
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
So, your mom wanted you to lay low, and now you're with us.
And because I wanted to be here.
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep. It's great.
Let's see. Let's talk about the last loss we suffered. AJ, what up, folk? Cheers. We got coffee going on over here on the 5:30 tip on a good Tuesday. About to go into a cold freeze winter vortex over here. We got 4 days of rain approaching starting tomorrow. So yeah, you know, the job sent me a little package to the house for Friendsgiving, they called it. It has like a little blanket in it and like some snacks to watch a movie. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A little something, something to say, hey, we fuck with you, man. We fuck with you. Right on, man. Nice. Yeah, it's nice, man. You know, corporate America, bro. Working from home. It's been 4 years. You know, we all had to figure it out, adjust. We got rain too, you say? Okay. Raining out there in Germantown, Germany. Yeah, I still ain't watched the Deadpool movie yet. I'm saving that probably for the weekend, man. You know, because I'm saving it because once I watch it, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save that for something to look forward to. um, yeah, but this build's been fun though. This warrior build. This sword right here, or this unique axe, permanently reduces the target's defense. Right? Laughing out loud. I'm saying, man, because after I watched that movie, there's nothing else I really want to watch. You know what I mean? So it's like, um, I'm not really into that Agatha all along. I might check that out, but you figure you got Deadpool. I got my game. I got my job, and I got my exercise. That's about it. Planet of the Apes 4. Yeah, I didn't check out that series like that. I just didn't. But you see this axe right here reduces the enemy's defense by 5 on each hit, right? Enemies with 0 defense are additionally damaged for 50% damage. So you see my defense is 36 over there, right? So you figure if I hit him for what is that? 6 times, 7 times, that's 35. Defense be down 8 times, defense is 0, and I'm killing them, right, with that axe. I'm really a glass cannon right now because I'm like you see my yeah, you see my health is 1700, right? My defense is 0, right? So whenever they hit me, you know, their attack is whatever minus my defense. Being I have no defense, meaning their attack is going to be at their whatever their attack is. So damage bonus versus health. I'm trying to figure out what that means, bonus versus health, because damage is like, you see, it's like 300 points over there, or two-hand is 400 points. Then my health is 1700 points. There's a difference of like, what, 1300 points. So if you say a percentage of the difference of that is transferred to the attack, that'd be what, 130 points being transferred to the attack. So I'm trying to see if that benefit outweighs that damage versus health. Could be 50% instead of the 10% there. You see the passive is 10% there. That's why it's present on the other chart. Or this damage gains here, 100% penetration for 10 seconds. That means it goes right through their defense. So their defense is like 0. But I'm thinking this is the better move right here with the Ravage. So I'm still testing that out. But it's cool. It's cool. He's pretty strong. So we just had a good battle. Hit and run. Stick and move. Treat it like boxing. Stick and move. Stick and move. You ain't got to explain shit. I've been robbing motherfuckers since the slave ships with the same clip and the same 4.5. Anyway, that was Give Me the Loot, Give Me the Loot. Notorious Big back in the 90s rap. I don't know, I just spaz out sometimes like that. Flashbacking to the 90s.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit.
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmerich might know. That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
What do you mean by it came later?
Oh, I meant later after Elvenon fell. We didn't call them the Forgotten Ones till after that. They were the bad gods. Disease, pestilence, weren't supposed to speak their names. Not like the good gods, you know, Elgernon, Gillenane. But now we know the truth about the Evanuris. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario, like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Gods, power, good gods, bad gods. Right? Power is the ability to control people, persons, and things. So you talk about a god, you're talking about somebody with power to control people, persons, and things. If they use that for good, then they're a good god. If they use that for evil, then they're a bad god. Is that the logic here? Indeed.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
Yeah.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price.
Ideologue.
When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
You have a chance to learn more about your people. Go for it. Just be careful. And try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer.
All praise is due to Allah.
Appreciate the support.
That's cool. Yeah, so I got like 20 hours on this character, right? Interesting. So they're all like, this is my first one, Human Rogue. I last played him 11-11. Then I got my Mage 11-17. This is my most recent one, the Kunari Warrior. So I'm working them all up to the same point and then take them through different playthroughs or experiences at each point, you know. But I'm learning a lot more about how the skill tree works and plays out, and which one I like and which one I don't like, and pros and cons of each. There's a lot going on. And so, you know, the way this works is called the Veilguard, right? So you say the Veilguard is, the veil is where you go when you sleep, right? It's the immaterial of the dream world. No, the fade is, I'm sorry, the fade is. That's the fade. The veil is the invisible mystical barrier that separates the fade from the mortal world. It prevents spirits and demons from freely traveling to the latter, right? So you say, you know, they say people got a demon in them, got a spirit in them. So the spirits are the nice or good, you know, energies or emotions, and the demons are the manifestations of the bad or evil emotions, right? So you have demons like spite and rage. You have spirits of like compassion and curiosity, right? And so what happened was that barrier, the veil that keeps the demons and the spirits back from the mortal realm, got torn by Solus when he tried to imprison the other elven gods, high rank elves, right, that lived for thousands of years. He tried to imprison them in the Fade, right? And then I guess that veil was weakening. So when it was weakening, that prison was weakening, he said he thought to himself he could fix it by moving that prison to a better prison. And that's when we interrupted his ritual ceremony, right? And from that interruption, he got cast into that prison or the veil, right? And then those two gods, the evil gods, came out of that, and they're in the mortal realm now, fucking with the mortal realm, right? And so you follow? Yeah, the Fade is the realm of magics and dreams separated from the mortal realm. The realm of magic and dreams separate from the mortal realm. Yeah. So when people look at this game and say, "Oh man, they're talking about gender and you see what I'm saying? That's such a basic interpretation of this game. There's so much going on behind the scenes. There's so much lore and you know, culture and theories and ideas behind this shit. It's not just, that's just that's just whatever. The talk of the day about people, genders and shit like that, but it's not focused on that shit at all. You see what I'm saying? Like the elves, right? The elves are a descendant of a great empire now pushed to the margins of human society by elves living in traditional wilderness clans are called the Dayless. So all throughout this game, for like since, you know, 2008, 2009, the elves are like, if they're in the city, they're usually like bums and shit, right? But when they're in the wilderness, where they live amongst their own, they're all familiar with nature. They live in harmony with nature. They live fine out there. You see, and then so, but you know, thousands of years ago, the elves were like the ones who ran everything. They had all the science, they had all the magic, they could do all that shit. And so you got the elves and you got the dwarves. The dwarves can't do any magic, right? The dwarves don't dream when they sleep. They're short, stocky people who are highly magic resistant. They can't be mages, they don't dream. Traditionalists live underground. Others make their fortune on the surface. So they live, you know, underground. And the ones who live above ground, the surface dwelling dwarves, like they might be like good at they might be good at selling things because the dwarves who work underground build things and they'll sell it up top on the surface world. And then you got the humans, right? The politically and cultural dominant people of Thetis. Their nations control most of the known world. And then you got the Kunari, right? A tall people who came from across the sea and now occupy the north. Most follow the Kun, but some leave to join other cultures across Thetis. Coexistence. Right. Coexistence. Yeah, all these cultures have to coexist, right? But inevitably, right, there's going to be conflict when these cultures come together, right? And in that conflict, some are going to win, some are going to lose, right? And that's what's going on out here. And so the Kunari, they have a real strict regimen of living called the Kun, right? The Kun is the guiding philosophy law of the Kunari that assigns everyone stringently defined roles. It prizes communal well-being and fears magic and mages. You see what I'm saying? So everybody has a strictly defined role in the society, and you don't deviate from that role. If you do, you have to leave the Kun. You know what I'm saying? And so, the Antom are former Kunari soldiers who rejected the Kun, right, in favor of conquest. Their splinter groups are led by warlords and demagogues. So the soldiers of that Kun said, we're not, stay in your lane, G. Exactly. Stay in your lane, right? It's not like we're, you know, in America we have what's called freedom, right? It's all about freedom. Free the dome. You could be a baker one day, you could be a priest the next day, you could be a lawyer, a doctor. It's all dependent on what your knowledge of that subject, or if you're a good con man, it can make people believe that you are good at that subject. You can take advantage of them. You see what I'm saying? For a period of time, right? There's so much shit going on, bro. And then like the ancient Elven Empire, a long vanished place of unparalleled magic and wonders, because its repressive rulers fell to a rebellion led by an elf named Solus. Fake it till you make it. You know, fake it till you make it. So, back when the elves ruled, Solus was the one who led the rebellion against them, like we were talking about earlier, right? And from that, the Blight is a supernatural force of corruption, disease, and death. Darkspawn spread the Blight, but it can also bubble up through the earth on its own. A Blight is an event where an archdemon awakens and ravages the land alongside massive armies of Darkspawn. So in the first game, they were dealing with the, I believe it was the fourth Blight, right? There's been 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is going to be the fifth Blight, right? So, like in that first game, there's an epic opening sequence. Maybe not opening sequence, but there's an epic sequence where all the humans are fighting against this, the Darkspawn, and they're all scared to death. Some of them are running. You know what I'm saying? And you got the Grey Wardens coming in, right? The Grey Wards. Where the Grey Wards at? Oh, I don't see the Grey Wardens on here. Well, the Grey Wardens can fight the Darkspawn because they take that. Anyway, it's a great game. Right, all that's like the backstory. You're supposed to know all that before you even get to this part. You know what I'm saying? So now we're like, how many years has it been? The enemy of your enemy is your friend. Yeah, for at least for a certain amount of time, right? But that's like just the tip of the iceberg, right? That's all what's underneath the surface of this game. And on top, this is the daily reality of it right now at the, current state of events. Yeah. And then, so now we're gonna go talk to Davrin. Oh, you know what? Or we could talk to Lucanus. Right? In this playthrough, when the dragons came, I didn't save Lucanus's area of Treviso. I saved Nev's area of Minrathis. So he's still mad at me. He might be talking to me now. We'll see. He's been giving me the silent treatment. He's feeling some kind of way.
Lucanus? Where is he?
Well, even though I broke his ass out of prison. Whatever. Let's see. That's just a grocery list, what they got going on. I watched Endgame yesterday. That multiverse stuff is complicated, right? Right? You like the ending? How Captain America, like, well, it was good, man. So you saw the part where Cap caught the Thor's hammer and was swinging it, right? That part was epic as fuck in the theater, man. People were screaming and losing their fucking minds. I ain't gonna front. I kind of, the sun got in my eyes in the theater when I was watching that one part where Spider-Man got snapped and out of existence, and he was like, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel good." I was hoping Thanos would be tougher. Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta think he was around for like that whole 10-year era, right? You saw a glimpse of him the whole time, and I was hoping at some point they would put the Silver Surfer out there. You know what I mean? That's my favorite character, and his main enemy is Thanos. That's what I was telling people, at some point they're gonna bring the Silver Surfer to fight this dude. You're gonna see how epic he is. But they were like, nope, we're bringing in Captain Marvel for like the cosmic energy in this game. Because Silver Surfer, man, he got the power cosmic. He can turn water into wine. He can change the chemical composition of everything. He travels the universe at the speed, like many times the speed of light. You know what I'm saying? It's epic character. But yeah, so now I think the big bad is going to be Kang the Conqueror, who's all about going through different multiverses and being in some places at once. This part wasn't open before. This part wasn't open before. Yeah, Kang the Conqueror. Jonathan Majors was cast to play that character, but he got caught up with that one girl and some domestic violence bullshit. And so now they got to recast his ass. Or somebody else got to play that character. I'm thinking they're going to go with Doctor Doom. They're going to make Robert Downey Jr. play Doctor Doom. What's the boss of Silver Surfer called again? Galactus. Galactus must feed. My game FAQ's motto is Galactus must feed. A duet by the Silver Surfer and Galactus. Because Galactus eats planets, so Surfer goes from planet to planet to find him something to eat. He tries to find a planet that doesn't have a lot of life on it. You know what I mean? But he has to pick somebody he gotta eat, right? And Galactus has been around since the Big Bang. The Big Bang. You know? Stories are epic as fuck, man. And Silver Surfer's like that Jesus type of character who gave his life to save his people. You know, he's like a moral type of character. And there's one episode or one comic that's like, I read it when I was like in 6th grade, and I'll never forget it. It's like one comic page, right? And it's like 9 panels, right? So you can start from the top left and work your way down to the bottom right. And he's laying on a surfboard, and he's drowning in the blood of all the people that died because he had Galactus eat the planets, and he's feeling all that remorse from all the people, billions and billions of people that died because he let Galactus eat their planet. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he the main bad guy, right? Galactus? You mean? Galactus is the main bad guy? Well, it's kind of like Thanos. Is he good or is he bad, or he's just living out his nature? You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, is a shark bad because he eats other fish, or is a shark just eating? You know what I'm saying? It's a moral question, I suppose.
Sorry, didn't mean
He
to
gets
interrupt.
made the bad guy, yeah.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
I mean, remember when Thanos was like kicking Thor's ass? I mean, kicking Hulk's ass when they first met? Everybody was like, what the fuck? How is this possible? You know what I'm saying? Hulk was like throwing shit around the first couple movies. And then he ran to Thanos, and he was like, he didn't even want to come out no more. You know what I'm saying? And then they were playing off like it was erectile dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? And Iron Man had to step up to this, you know, situation. Yeah. I don't want to say this, but I'm just gonna see what happens when I say it.
Son, it's bad manners to not answer someone.
Right. So what
And he
brings
got
you
his
back?
arm grilled, yeah.
Curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. Always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort. If you're facing prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
Right, so you could be a mass murderer, right? But they'll give you Weishaupt. Yeah. Is that someplace in Germany? Is that a place in Germany? Weishaupt? Is that German? Weishaupt? Adam Weishaupt. Oh, that's your German philosopher, right? Professor of civil law and later canon law, and the founder of the Illuminati. Oh shit. You see how deep this game is, bro? You see what I'm saying? Yup. The founder of the Illuminati. Lord have mercy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. These people talking about this game, oh, it's about transgender. It's so stupid. It's just stupid. You're all trying to push their agenda. Yeah, that's why I cuss those fools out, man, when they come around here talking that dumb shit, man. You don't get to fuck around with that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up and watch, bitch. Shit. Don't make me focus on you. That's what's up, man. I like that. You caught it though. Adam made them go on Titanic, so he gets rid of its enemies. Oh, is that how it played out? So he's saying he knew the Titanic was gonna sink, right? Wasn't that an accident that it hit an iceberg, or was you saying it was a planned event? Hmm? Is that what you're insinuating, sir? Tell me about Weishaupt.
I heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
Huh. Fun bunch you hang out with.
He was supposed to
The
go on a
wrong sword
Titanic,
have their
but he
charm.
stayed last minute. Nah, I don't go on that ship. Yeah, that's like people who are gonna go to the World Trade Center before September 11th, and they didn't go to work that day, and then they're watching the Trade Center, right, fall down. I'll never forget that day, man.
Has your first warden always been, well,
A stubborn bastard?
one way of putting it?
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elganon and Gillenane won't play by his rules.
If he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination. Even the right sort can be the wrong sort.
And just how wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun. Right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
I prefer prison. Do I? I'm just gonna say it. I don't. I really don't.
I'd rather take my chances in prison.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
When does it get good?
When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
Okay. Now I get it.
Best part is the warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
There was a sister ship of the Titanic that looked like it, but was older. So they took the other ship and made it look like the Titanic and saved the real one. There was a sister ship of the Titanic that looked like it, but was older. So they took the older ship and made it look like the Titanic and saved the real one. So one's at the bottom of the sea, right? The Titanic is. You're saying they made the older one look like the Titanic now? They remodeled it after the Titanic? You know the whole idea of like space travel in Star Trek? I say it's based off of like Navy and boats. So the ship that sunk is the older sister ship. Oh, I see. So you're saying the older ship was more prone to sinking rather than the younger ship? Nothing like seeing redemption before your eyes. Yeah.
But do people really change deep down? Do they return to their old ways?
Maybe we need a bit of both. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists
It was
fighting
a scam to
marshlands.
get money
It takes the
from
wrong sort to
insurance
put the world right.
and to kill his
Kinda like
political
us, I
enemies.
Minus the
Yeah.
skeleton butler.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Manfred the Warden. Has a ring to it.
How about we quit while we're ahead? See you around.
I mean, that's some devious thinking, right? Put everybody on a ship and then sink it. But they hit an iceberg. How they know it was gonna sink? You know what I'm saying? I could see if it was like bombs planted on the ship, or somebody was on the ship trying to sink it and then had an escape plan already planned out. You know what I'm saying? How did he have? It was a plan. They never saw an iceberg. They never hit the iceberg. Ah. So you're saying somebody on the ship sank the ship, and then they got off the ship, and they never hit the iceberg? Yup. Adam Weishaupt. Let's see, he died 1830. Titanic sank. When did the Titanic sink? 1912. So you do see that he was dead long before the Titanic sunk. Right? That was like 80 years after his life. Unless I'm missing something. What you saying? Oh, Lucanus is in the middle now. Oh, I didn't do mine.
Abundance.
It was someone of his club that planned it. Oh, I got you. Okay, somebody in the Illuminati planned it. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Those secret societies, man. They can do a lot of shit behind the scenes because they got money, power, and influence, and they want shit to go a certain way. I mean, like they say, you got electrical engineering, right? You got computer engineering. You got societal engineering. You know, people engineer society to go a certain way, to go in certain directions, to divert money for certain causes, right? Once you control the purse strings, where the money goes, you control how the people act and react, what they can and can't do. Yeah. I mean, people want power control, but you can only control anything for so long until, you know, fate or disease or random events happen and you see how little control you really do have. I think Lucanus is actually in my room. Uh-oh. No, he's actually down by the mirrors.
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Was the Titanic switched with her sister ship and sunk on purpose? Counter conspiracy. Maybe the real Olympic class liners were the friends we made along the way. One more proof is the fact that in Harlan and Wolf, every item belonging to a particular ship had a number embedded on it, like 401 in this case. So to cover this perfectly, they would have to somehow fit normally lasting 8 months processing of fitting the Olympic into a few weeks. Okay. I mean, let's say that is the case. Let's say that is the case. Let's say that's true, right? I mean, what do we take from that? Right? What do we take from that? How do we apply that to our lives for the betterment? That's the question I put before you, AJ. All about the money. Yeah. You could say it's the golden rule, right? He with the gold makes the rules, right? And people who have that kind of money and power would do anything to keep it and protect it.
Spite. This man is not your puppet, and stunts like this won't change that.
How did... Rook? Dash?
Yeah.
You tried to.
If it's too nice and easy, it's a trap. Yeah.
Spite wanted out.
Yeah.
I need coffee.
Yeah. Nothing good comes easy, right? And nothing easy is good. We say they converse. Yeah, man. It's a lot of drama and politics and shit like that. That's why I don't get involved in that shit at work. It's a job. I do it. I just work here. You know what I'm saying? I can't get that deep. You know, people come, people go, and they're just seats of power that the people in them just occupy temporarily anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know, and there's a million ways for any of us to die. And to have that type of enmity or hate directed at you because of what you've been doing to people all along to get to where you're at in a position of power, you earn so much hate along the way. Is that really worth it? Or does it not matter to you? Wonder if I should be mean to him. We'll see what happens.
If you can't control this demon, I don't know if I can rely on you.
I can control him, and I will. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We do have magical experts here, you know. Once they put their heads together, they'll fix this.
I already talked to Nev and Velara. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
Well, he better talk to Emmerich. He's our fucking spirit expert. right? The Grey Wounds. You remember how they took like the game, the tarot cards from Cyberpunk? They put a tarot card and put some, dialogue behind it. I bet you they made a deck of these cards here. Like it says 12 of 41. Yeah. 18 of 43. So we're gonna say there's probably like, I don't know, 300 cards here. Right? Let's say 80, 120, 140, 170, 230, 260, 280, 340. Shit, more than 500 cards here. Huh. But somebody somewhere there's a printout of all these cards and it's all detailed and it's because I got a hardback book of this back when they did Inquisition and it's a beautiful book. It has color and it's G20 summit going on right now. Is it? The Global 20? G20 summit. Rio de Janeiro. Oh, so that's why Biden's in Brazil, huh? G20. It's all sunny and shiny down there in Brazil right now. It's all cold up here. Like the northern hemisphere is getting what, winter or autumn. The southern hemisphere is getting all, spring or whatever. And people still want to argue about the earth not being round, and it's crazy as fuck. People are crazy as fuck. Let's go fight something. I mean, I don't know what the shape, but I know water always finds its level, Right. That's right. Water always seeks its level. Never seen curved water. Well, unless it freezes that way, right? You know what I'm saying? You've seen ice sculptures. Yeah, but 70% of the ocean is not completely frozen. Yeah. Yeah, oh, another point I was gonna make before. You say like we haven't been to the bottom of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Talking about space, we haven't even conquered Earth yet. And all those different vessels are like must be spaceships. You know, they take to the sea. They encounter different civilizations, right? They encounter different civilizations when they hit new land. So you say Star Trek. Its continuing mission: explore a strange new worlds, to encounter new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one's gone before. But boldly go where no one's gone before, or no man's gone before. The waters above and the waters below. Yeah. Yeah. Like people, you would think you'd be crazy as fuck to take a ship back in like the 1500s. You know what I mean? Hop on a ship and take to the sea. Like we say, you'd be crazy as fuck to take a ship into outer space. You know what I'm saying? It's the same type of dynamic. To leave the known to go to the unknown.
Venatori barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed. What are they doing in the Hossberg wetlands?
Eyes up. Whenever you're ready.
Scary.
What's that sound?
I have a feeling we will find out.
I mean, they don't know who built the pyramids, but what us believe is the Big Bang 8 million years ago or whatever. Yeah. They don't know shit. That's why they call it history, right? His story. Right? And what's a story? Right? It's made up shit. What's a story? An account of imaginary or real people and events told for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? History. You know? You're talking about before there was a written word and before there was a spoken word. That's why they say the wise man knows he knows nothing at all. know what I'm saying? Yep. Put on my Lords of Fortune garment. Wearing my wealth. What y'all got going on over here? If you don't know your real history, you can't learn from it. Yeah. You gotta learn something. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know something, you'll fall for anything, right? You better get some context what's going on this planet before you got here. You know, you gotta learn the backstory, what's going on. Why things are the way they are. And what led to them being that way. Hessarian, Sword of Mercy. Look at this. We got a great axe here, which is going to increase my damage by 29 points, increases my stagger by 88 points, plus 25% affliction. If you don't know your, yeah, you can't learn from it. Yeah, I'm gonna switch my swords out now. Yeah, let me get some more coffee. Oh man, every time I'm Mike Tyson today all over the interwebs and people at the job, and they're like, oh, he looked like he was. I'm like, if you didn't know that was wrestling or fake, you're crazy as fuck, man. I said, y'all fell for that goofy shit. Stephen A. Smith was talking about. He showed a mercy. The school system was made by Rockefeller, I think. Yeah, I could see that. Department of Education. And they got goofy ass Trump, dumbass, talking about shutting down the Department of Education. You know, but really that's just a way to funnel the money from public to private interests. That's all a scam. He about to fuck this country up for the next 4 years, like you fucked up every other business you ran. But you know, when you're rich like that, you can just fail up all your life. Anybody else, you fuck up that many times, it's over. You know.
So this is the cursed manor.
Didn't he say you own nothing to be happy, yo? Yeah. Yeah, You know, it's like I rent my apartment. I stay in, right? I don't own this place. But even the people that do own like houses and shit like that, right? Or they think they own it, but they do it. They take out a mortgage, they take out a loan, right? The bank owns it until you pay off. I don't know whatever the house costs, 500,000, 700,000, and once you pay that off, you still have to pay property tax on the home. So if you're working or whatever, you're at your later stages of life. You have property tax, and they raise your property tax up to be like whatever they want to raise it up to. Like they might raise your property tax to be like $5,000 when it was, $500 when you first started 30 years ago. But they'll say the value of the property increased over the past 30 years you've been in this home, right? And you have to constantly put money into the home. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you never really own shit. And if you do, it's only for a certain amount of time. But this is about leveraging assets and liabilities and managing. If you can't defend it, it's not yours. Yeah. Well, hell, you can't even defend your own life sometimes and not be held responsible for it in the court of law. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the circumstances, if someone attacks you and you kill them, you could go to jail forever. In America, at least.
Ready.
Witness! Time to destroy! Damn you! Thanks, folks.
Power to say with.
Strike again!
I'm trying to find which of these crystals I should hit next.
Save. The faithful are dying.
Yeah, and so, whoa. Like these enemies here, right? You see all the red stuff they're doing? That's, blood magic. So blood magic is the use of blood to fuel powerful spells. Most nations have banned blood magic because it can be used to cloud or even control people's minds. So you're talking about how history is in the water, or DNA is in the water. DNA is in the blood, right? And they use that magic to control people's minds. And that's why it's forbidden. Because you're using that knowledge against the people for your own benefit. Sheesh. You see what I'm saying? And that's what, because just because you don't do something doesn't mean somebody else won't do that same thing and use it against people to their own ends. And that's the Venatori. Water has memory. See, Venatori are mage supremist cultists from Tevinter who use blood magic. They are officially condemned by their government, but influential behind the scenes. You see that? You see that? The government condemns them, but they actually are influential behind the scenes. Yeah, this shit is... There's a lot going on in this game. Blood magic. Voodoo, yeah.
You said they want Lord Gaspin's treasure.
I mean, yeah, you say voodoo, right? You say magic. What is magic? It's just something that's you can't explain, right? Magic. Right? Difference between science and magic. Right? Science, you can explain it. You can take it through the scientific method. You can test it. You can experiment with it. Magic, you can't explain it. Right? Magic is a supernatural force that originates in the Fade. People who can naturally manipulate magic are called mages. Right? So, a supernatural force. And the Fade is the realm of magic and dreams that separates the mortal world. So, yeah, the last game was called the Inquisition. It was a political and military organization that once saved the world. Its influence has declined, but its leaders are still famous throughout Thedas. That was the last game, the Inquisition. Yeah.
Look at this place. Is it really still here? Inside. What was that?
We are not alone here.
What do you say? 30 seconds or less. The Observer's Paradox. I'm gonna check that out after this session. A lot of good games, man. Like Cannabis, man. Remember, you gotta listen to my Cannabis playlist when you get a chance. I think you'll like it. You know, we look at now, it's like we discuss ideas, like we're throwing books at each other. Cannabis goes, you're talking to a man who can split molecules to subatomic particles strong enough to drop a bull, urinating rocket fuel, freestyling over gospel tunes. So I can spit a rhyme longer than your whole album.
Anna is supposed to be cursed.
Man, Cannabis was epic when he was on his shit. You know. I saw him talking, I think on Matt Hoffa's show. And he's my age now. He's 47. He's like, man, I ain't got that fire no more. I can't spit like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't go in like that no more. There's something about when you got that passion and that fire. When you're inspired, you know? And then you have to realize when you're not inspired anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe every conspiracy, but I find it interesting. There is some truth in everything. Yeah. Well, that's what you do. You mix a little bit of the truth with a little bit of the lie.
You want to know more?
You know? Keep the people confused. Right? But while the powers that be keep making money off the shit.
What lies below? What lies? Anyone else suddenly thinking about?
The cellar? Is this some demon crap?
Whatever gave
Mike Tyson said he lost his passion, his fire too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, he sold his soul. And without a soul, how can you live? Right? You know, your integrity is what holds the integrity is what holds a ship together, right? Integrity of a ship, right? Whether you go through space or through the sea or through whatever. And if you lose your integrity, you can't hold yourself together. You can't hold the ship together. You can't hold the vessel together. Sheesh. You see what I'm saying? So we talk about why is it important to believe something if no one else believes it or you can't share with nobody. It's because it gives you integrity. And it holds you together. It holds your ship together, your vessel together. I know it's deep. I get chills sometimes when I fucking think things, man. I'll be thinking that's fucking amazing. I know. I'll be freaking myself out sometimes. Tell you, man. Imagine we had a world of fucking thinkers instead of followers. You know, what this world would be like. You know, but we still all gotta eat, we all gotta work, we all gotta make money. We all gotta provide for ourselves. Yeah. Just don't be dumb, deaf, and blind. And you gotta think, the people that make these games and write these games, they have to know a lot of stuff. There's always someone smarter than you. Yeah. Yeah. There's always somebody stronger than you. There's always somebody faster than you. There's always somebody more money than you. There's always somebody in a better position than you. But there's also a lot of people who are dumber than you. You see what I'm saying? It's all on a continuum. It's all on a spectrum. It's all relative. But no, the people that make this game, all the stuff that they know and all the knowledge they have and how they write these stories out like this. You know? And just think about their meetings, right? When we're gonna do this, that, and the third. Right? And they'll be like, should we do this? Should we not do that? We'll throw that idea out. No, that's a good idea. We'll go with that. It's like, I mean, there's a lot of things that have to happen for a game like this to come to pass. Like, this game took 10 years to make. You know? Like, games like The Witcher 3. You know what I'm saying? Epic ass games like that. You gotta take your time with that. You gotta cook that to perfection. And only when it's done do you release it. You know what I'm saying? You get one time to make a first impression. And you want to make your best showing. You don't want a game that's like has a bunch of bugs in it, doesn't play right. You're just gonna piss everybody off and fuck up your name. I think I'm gonna take Emmerich. I gotta remember what's this guy's weak to in the basement. I don't know if it's fire or what. First impression matters most. Yeah. Yeah, like when I go to an interview and a job, man, no matter what it is, I come suited and booted, you know, shirt, tie. I look professional, presentable, like I'm about something. You know what I'm saying? And people treat me accordingly, right? Or they don't treat me at all. You know, I'll shut that shit down. If, you know, people are talking crazy to me at work, I'll shut it down. You know what I'm saying? I know how to, you know what I'm saying? You think it's like, I understand the power of silence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to talk a lot, but when you don't talk a lot, that kind of fucks people up just as much. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you speak to me? And then they'll see you speak to other people, you know. But anyway. Life's a stage, we all gotta play our part. We all have a part to play. You know what, before this battle, I want to go back and rearrange my equipment. When someone is asking you what your job, they really ask how much respect do I have to pay you? Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, my friend. That's why I say, don't let your income determine your self-worth. Right? You know, don't let your income determine your self-worth. And make people value and treat you the way you value and treat yourself. You got people out here walking the streets selling pussy all day long. And they get treated like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the people who might be ugly as hell, but they value themselves enough not to degrade themselves. Right? And then you got your Kim Kardashians who sell that image and that sex to get where they are in life. And all the fools that follow that bullshit. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Mr. Ed, the talking horse. But he'll never speak unless he has something to say. Sad but true. Yeah. I'm gonna do my armor over real quick, and I'm gonna do this battle down there with this demon in there. So let me do. Lighthouse. So this lighthouse right here, it's the place where Solus, the elven god of trickery, right? Where he planned his rebellion against the other gods. The guy that's trapped in the Fade. And we could talk to Davin while we're here. And that's it. Yeah, but we're in, like, this part is in the Fade right now. In the realm of magic and shit.
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
Damn, I just need 50 more points and I can upgrade my shit. You see that? That shop rank? I'm at 3950. So I'm gonna get 50 more points and upgrade my shit. And then I'll go do that battle. But before I do that, I'm gonna switch out my weapons here to go for this one. Look at that axe. Imagine somebody hit you in the head with that shit. God damn. Do you know melanin? You mean melanin? Like the skin pigment? Or what do you mean by that? You mean melanin, right? Melanin. Yeah, melanin. Yeah. Melanin. Cost. Melanin is the natural substance that gives color to skin, hair, and eyes. It protects the skin and eyes from damage caused by ultraviolet light. And so you say that's worth more than gold, you say. It's produced in the melanocytes, which are located in the basal layer of the epidermis. The amount of melanin produced depends on genetics and sun exposure. Um, all right. So how do you say it's worth more than gold? What do you mean by that? Per ounce. They sell melanin per ounce? Hmm. Melanin sold per ounce? How much? A gram of gold is $53. Melanin is worth $300 a gram. More than gold. An ounce of gold is priced at $1,300, while an ounce of melanin is worth $10,262. Hold on. Melanin is not sold commercially in its pure form, and these prices are largely theoretical based on its rarity and biological significance. No real market value. Hmm. 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 Well, yeah. That's what it, man, come on, man. You know life began in Africa. You know, Africa is, black is dominant and white is recessive, right? We can go there too with the conversation. It's the price of gold went up lately. Yeah. Um Indeed. Um it's interesting though. I could speak to that a lot. Because money lost its worth. Mm. Well, you say money, you mean currency, right? And it depends what currency you're talking about. Like the currency of America versus the currency of like the Philippines. You see what I'm saying? $1 in America is worth more than many dollars in the Philippines. It's about the strength of that economy, the power of their military, their buying power, right? It's a lot of things that go into what a currency is valued at, and then which people determine the value of that currency. And the U.S. currency is valued so high because the U.S. could destroy the world, 10 times over. It's about intimidation. It's about the military power strength. You know what I mean? Characters, right? Companions. I need to switch somebody's stuff around. Who was I thinking about? Yeah.
Manifestation.
Just switch. That. Um. Alright. I want to go get 50 more points of whatever. And I need to go buy something to get that. I need to buy a memento. So I need to get that from someplace. Let's get a memento here. Let's go to the markets.
You had me followed. Inquired about me.
I needed to be sure. The Knight Commander.
Lenos is playing for the other side. So
Nev's case notes to Viper. More new faces in Dogtown looking for work. Say they're refugees from the front, but the scars tell a different story. You got slavery going on. You got all kind of shit going on in this game. Let me see if I can.
Why does everyone call him the Viper?
Drama. He's a symbol. Slavers aren't going to shiver in their boots about Asher.
Look! What can I get the city's savior?
You see that? I need to get one of these right here. But I need to raise my rank to level 3 to buy it. So if I can sell my valuables to this person. Still not enough. I need 25 gold to buy that. Or 25 more ore pieces to buy that.
Till next time.
Or I might be able to find somebody in the city.
Don't touch the treasure.
Selling mementos. Egypt is in Africa, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, that was like one of my first topics of study back when I was 18, 16. And back then they called the ancient, what we call Egypt, they called it Kemet. Right? The people at that time called it Kemet. K-H-M-E-T. You learn about the Ba and the Ka,
Loves treasure.
right? It's about the breath of life. You know, the material, the immaterial.
Slashing, stabbing, smashing,
All right.
crushing. Whatever you need, I have the weapon.
But they tell you it was built by the white man. Yeah. Now you catching on. Now you catching on. Now you get to the truth of the matter. So if I say I need 25, right? I don't have enough timber to buy it.
A well-made weapon lasts a lifetime.
I mean, why would they tell you that? You gotta think, why would they tell you that? Why would they tell you that lie?
A Grey Warden. Are you alright?
You're Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs. There weren't many when we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn. If they escape into the city...
Just sit tight.
It allows them to value one people over and then devalue another people, right?
Look up there.
You really want to hear some shit? Listen to Nature the Threat by Razcast. There's pyramids all around the world. Yeah. Yeah. And think about this. A pyramid is what, a triangle, right? You think about a squared plus b squared equals c squared. How you find the size of a pyramid. And they assign that theory to what? Pythagoras, right? A Greek mathematician or philosopher. But the ancient Kemetans or Egyptians were before the people in Greece were. And they obviously had mastered mathematics, and that's why they were able to build the pyramids. So why would they give that idea to the Greeks? Yeah, and they blew the nose off the Sphinx. Yeah, yeah, because it had Alexander, they say Alexander the Great did because it had a big nose like a black person. Yeah. Learn about Hannibal of Carthage. You know, Hannibal of Carthage rode elephants all the way up into the Roman Empire. Right? Yeah. There's our memento, and I believe that's just enough for us to upgrade the lighthouse now. Do you know why Mickey Mouse has white gloves on? You tell me. I would say because the rest of him is black, and so the white gloves helped it. Oh, you're gonna say it's made after a Negro minstrel character? Is that what you're gonna say? Or like a butler? Oh, the gloves of the Freemason. Okay, okay. Okay. I can see that. Here's another one. Like, when you say Freemasons, right? You're talking about builders, right? And you're talking about that coming out of an ancient mystery school in Egypt, right? Because they built what? The pyramids. That knowledge was secret. But they can't tell the secret to everybody, right? And And then you can get to there's only 32 degrees, right? And you say 33 degree Mason is just above freezing, right? Freezing at 32 degrees, at least in Fahrenheit it is. And only at 33 degrees they just get a glimpse of the truth. They get a glimpse of it at 33 degrees. They're just past freezing. We say Masons are my sons, my sons. You know, you learn knowledge of self, you learn knowledge of God and man. And that's the whole science is that God is man, man is God, and always has been, always will be. But you just get to the top of it once you get to 33 degrees. That's what you're learning about. Freemasonry, because it was free. Because it was free, it was already there. They just say they built it, but it was already there. Yeah, but you gotta understand it. It's not just about building a physical structure. It's also about spirituality and metaphysics and theories. About applying value to your life and about different things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just building the structure, it's also building the family. It's also building your life. It's also building something you live on. Building your philosophy. You know? Yeah. You see that? And now we're back at 4,000. We can rank up. We can now enchant more. Right? So you say upgrade that. That didn't work out as I thought it would, but that's fine. Alright. So we'll take it back to alright, so we got alright, that's what we're gonna do. Let's go fight that demon. Wait. Somebody has something to say. We'll talk to Davra and then we'll go fight the demon.
Okay, that's enough. Quiet now. Fine. Who wants a treat? You know, bribery just encourages bad behavior. It's only a bribe if I had a treat. Ah. Ends justify the means. A little white lie to quell the riot. Are you sure it's little to them? And there's your answer.
Come on, guys, give me a break.
Rook? Quiet. I tried.
Wait, you can't just leave me with it.
Good luck with that.
Oh yeah, Giza, the Holy Grail of geometry. Exactly, bro. Mind you, bro, check it out. There's a book called Stolen Legacy. I'll give you that jewel right there. What's this? I read this back when I was in high school, like 16, and I gave it to my math teacher, and it blew her mind. It's a book by George. Who was that book by? George James. Yeah. Look at that one, man. They still do videos about that book to this day. That'll blow your mind, bro. Thanks. This will really help me on my intellectual history exams. Yeah. Alright, let's go fight that demon. Thanks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'll do this. Alright, and then we're gonna go here. The human body is made with the golden ratio too. Yeah. Science of the human body. The golden ratio, you say. Golden ratio. The golden ratio is also known as the golden number, golden proportion, or divine proportion, a ratio between two numbers that equals approximately 1.618, usually written as a Greek letter phi or p. That's interesting. You know, Wu-Tang entered the 36 chambers, right? 36 chambers, you say 360 times 10 is 360 degrees. And there's 36 chambers. No, is it 36 pressure points of the human body? 36 pressure points of the human body? Yeah, the 36 deadly Bubishi pressure points. 361 acupressure points. Anyway, the science of 36 chambers, Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Anyway, let's get to this fight.
The cellar. Stay on guard. Research notes. This man wanted Lord Gaspin's
The golden
treasures when
ratio.
crossed
Oh,
over.
okay, I got you. Research notes. Okay. Now this thing is vulnerable to, yeah, necromancy. See, that's why I brought the necromancer. Right?
Spirit warped by fixation, an all-consuming obsession. Permanent range.
Watch yourself!
Yeah.
Set that one up.
369.
Treasure, but found a sealed demon.
A powerful spirit at that. I'll write to the Morn Watch about it.
Let's look around.
Alright, so that increases her physical damage and stagger. A sword for Davern. The door, all those days, those long months, only for this, we had an arrangement. No. We have what we want. We know. I'll seal the way. I can't.
This writing is old. If it was Lord Gaspin, whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendel. Once we're done, we can let Bastion know.
Yeah. Remember that song Sun Shower? Using witchcraft to reach higher dimensions. I'm convinced Allah's God always has been, always will be. You can walk anywhere on the earth and still be 93 million miles away from the sun. Do you realize you and the sun are one? Like the knowledge, know the ledge, know where your heart ends, or fall off into the abyss of eternal darkness. Light travels at a rate of 186,000 miles per second. And do you know the speed of darkness? Anyway, like I said, I heard that song when I was 18, bro. Certain things you just never forget. You know? Now this part right here. The man that found this in ancient Codex 666 will shock everyone. I'm telling you, man. And just think, before we had YouTube, bro, you'd have to read all these books, right? You'd have to read all these books to find all this knowledge. You know, it wasn't put in a format where you could just watch it and let that be that. You know? That's why bookstores, man, like that book, that Manly P. Hall book, The Secret Teacher of All Ages, I bought that like back in, no, even that book, Behold the Pale Horse. That book was like $100 back then. And this is back in the late 90s. And my friends be like, why the fuck would you spend $100 for a book? You know what I'm saying? It's not even for school. Like, why would you buy it? You see what I'm saying? And it's because it reinforced my argument and my theories and philosophy on life. And that's what I need to substantiate my position in life. And when I'm talking and dealing with people, that's where I come from, a position of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And then I blow their minds and I leave them wondering, thinking about what I said long after I've left their presence. And they'll always think like, God damn, that motherfucker dropped a jewel on me. You see what I'm saying? Right? Like, you might hear me one day talking, oh, he's just some drunk asshole talking shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then you hear me talk about something else, you're like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Wise man can play the role of a fool, but the fool can't play the role of a wise man. You dig that? That's why I'm here. And that's why you're the only one here. It's like you got Darth Vader on my background, right? And the Science of the Sith, like Lord Bane, Rule of Two. If you're read Lord Bane, Darth Bane in Star Wars, he's the one who came up with the Rule of Two, where he said it's be master and apprentice. It's one to embody the power and one to crave the power, one to seek the power. Because before they had all these dark Sith run around and they all kept killing each other, you know, destroying each other, undercutting each other. And he set it up to where it was only going to be, he killed everybody else and only be one, him, and then one person he taught as an apprentice. You know, in the lore. Yeah. And that's why you see Donald Trump always like fires people, right? He loves somebody, then he don't love them. You know what I'm saying? He always gets rid of people. He always fires people. You know, if you're not kissing his ass, he don't like you. If you say good things about him, he likes you. Sheesh. I'm telling you, man. I mean, the science is, you only live so long, man. So you gotta like learn a lot and know a lot to like bypass the dumb shit. You know, because if you're stupid, you could fuck around and be out there homeless. You know, people can take advantage of your ignorance. You know, when you're dumb, you're easily take advantage of. That's why he says I like the poorly educated. When you know better, you do better, and people can't take advantage of you. They can't mislead you. See what I'm saying? That's why I said 85 are easily led in the wrong direction, hard to lead in the right direction. You know? I wonder if I can take that fool right there.
Hey, take a look over there.
Wonder if I could take him. Is Trump a time traveler? Oh my god, man, you gotta quit with that shit. He's a fucking idiot is what he is. But he's just rich and white and in the right place at time.
Another champion. Let's deal with it.
35. Oh shit. I don't know, there's gonna be a lot right here. Yeah. Trump is connected to Nikola Tesla. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I think he's above our pay grade, man, right now. And best buddies with Elon Musk, yeah. I mean, you might be like, my attacks aren't doing no damage, but it's lowering his defense. And I'm thinking over time it's gonna win out. Yeah.
Must get clear. I need a minute. Here we go.
Damn, I missed that one. Shit.
I've set that one up.
Fuck, I fell in the water. Oh man, I thought, oh, they got me fucked up. Bro, okay. I thought they're gonna make me start over. Alright. When he was holding his feast, there was the dude behind him with a Freemason. Yeah. 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 Bro, the science is, they'll give you knowledge for a fee. Right? I give it to you for free. You see what I'm saying? They'll sell it to you. I'll give it to you. Man. Oh yeah. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
The trap demon in the necropolis.
Now I gotta fight them both at the same time. Yeah, I messed up. Yeah, this battle's over, homie. I fucked up. I fucked up. He's almost dead too. Yeah, I fucked up. He's almost dead too, and I ended up opening the next. Yeah, I fucked up. He was almost dead too, man. And Trump doing secret, yeah, all that shit, bro, all that shit. Because bro, you gotta understand. Yeah, I fucked this one up. I was close too. I almost had this one. If I wouldn't have fucked around and opened that, hit that, investigate that one cipher, I might have made it. I might have made this one. But Jay's got a club, that Mar-a-Lago club. People pay 6 figures a year to be a part of this club, right? Because they get to be close to money, power, and influence. You know what I'm saying? Damn it. Damn. I don't have no revivals either, huh? Nope. Not with this character. With my mage, I got revivals. I'm done, man. I'm tapping out. Good session, man. Well played. Talk to you later, AJ. Peace. Each one teach one. I'm out.